Hey everyone, how we doing today? So after our last video where we tested out the Shure SM58 against the unsure SM58, had a lot of great responses. Love that video. Great time with it. So I thought we'd do one other thing. Now that we know that SM58 is the real deal and it's better to go ahead and get the real one, I wanted to test it up against a couple of other interesting microphones. Now, in that video, I tested it against the PGA 48, which is another Shure microphone, and this is a genuine one. So we know that this one is a decent quality, but a lower quality than the SM58. So it's not really a fair comparison because even by Shure's understanding, this is an inferior microphone. It's a good microphone, but it's not as good as the classic SM58. So I thought I would try out two other microphones. The first one is one that I have had a long time. This is an Audio-Technica. This is a Digital Reference 1000. And in case you're wondering why you haven't heard of that, is because it's about a 30-year-old microphone. This is one that I bought back in high school to do my DJ stuff, and it's been a faithful microphone for a very, very long time. But, you know, wanted to compare it. Do I just stick with it? Do I just stick with what I'm used to? Or do I go ahead and continue on with the upgrade of the SM58? And to be clear, I am not an SM58 Shure fanboy. I wasn't until I actually plugged it in and heard the difference between that and some inferior microphones. So that's why I'm making this video, to kind of show you what I saw. The next video, the next microphone is the Vocaster. It is the DM1. Now, this is the free microphone that comes with, I shouldn't say free, but it comes with a package when you buy the Vocaster 1. If you buy the Vocaster 2, it comes with a different microphone that is supposedly a little bit better, but this is the one that comes with the free one. This is the one that comes with the studio, and it comes with the headphones, which actually I'm wearing right now, and they're decent headphones. But when you buy the whole thing, it goes from about $60 to $100. So, you know, what do you get with that microphone? And when you consider the headphones themselves are probably a good $30 to $40 pair of headphones, what are you actually getting with the microphone? So that's what I want to test out. So I'm going to do the same thing I did in the past. Here we have me on the SM58, and I'm going to unmute it, unplug it, and I'm going to plug in my old Digital Reference one first, and then I'm going to plug in the Vocaster DM1 and just see what you get when you do that. All right, let me try real quick. Okay, so again, I don't know if you can hear this in the video, but the first thing I'm hearing is a lot of ambient sound. Now, that it is fading after the first couple seconds, but you definitely hear it right away. Volume-wise, I don't detect much of a difference. Voice clarity-wise, I don't detect much of a difference, but certainly what I'm hearing is a little bit more room ambience that maybe you don't necessarily want. I mean, the whole reason for a dynamic microphone is that you want it to be that cone-shaped, right towards where your voice is coming from, rather than getting all the outside noises and all that stuff. So decent microphone, definitely get some clarity. And again, this is 30 years old, so Audio-Technica has come a little way since then. But you can pick these up used, dirt cheap, and it's not like they're copying them like they are with the SM58. So you can get one at a pretty reasonable price. I think I paid brand new for this. And again, 30 years ago, we're talking, I paid around, I think the retail was $100. And then I bought it for like $50, which is probably the actual price you'd pay because not trying to rag on Guitar Center, but sometimes they inflate things a little bit and then give you a discount. So it's probably a $50 microphone, which would be about the equivalent of a $100 microphone if you were buying it today. So that is the Audio-Technica DR1000 from the 1990s. And let me go ahead and plug in the new Vocaster as well. Okay, so this is the Vocaster DM1. And again, I got that initial hum that came on, but it seems to be fading away. I am also noticing a little bit more room sound, things like that, if people are walking upstairs or my kids, and that is what it is. But it does seem to have that, it is doing the dynamic thing. Sorry about that. It is doing that dynamic microphone where it's focusing the sound, but it is picking up a lot of the room sound. That said, it came with the kit. So let's just say if I'm adding $30 to the kit, to buy it with the headphones, $15 for headphones, $15 for a microphone. That's not a bad price for a microphone. Not a bad price for a set of headphones either. So either one of these would be easily within that price range on its own. So the question is, should I get the bundle or not? That is really where I made this video for. Because that's the question, do I upgrade? If you do not have headphones and you do not have a microphone, it is an excellent deal to get the Vocaster One Studio. If you already have headphones, or if you already have a microphone you want, it's probably not that great of a deal, and you'd be better off just getting the hub itself and using what you already have. If you want to make one upgrade, I would definitely still say get the SM58. I'm going to plug it back in again and see the difference in sound. I hope that you can hear it as well, because to me it's pretty clear. That said, you got to remember that when you are listening to a podcast or a video, even like right now as you're watching this video, it's likely that you are watching it on a phone or you're watching it even on a TV. You are not listening to high resolution, and the quality of sound that you're getting is limited by the audio output device that is coming to your ears. So that is a factor in whether or not you are going to upgrade your equipment. People spend all kinds of money, on high quality equipment. And I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying be aware of where it's coming through. If it's coming through a phone, it doesn't matter. Now, if you are a professional vocalist and you are recording to a CD or someplace where the music will be picked up high definition, absolutely spend all that extra money. But if you're a start out podcast, video cast kind of person, this does just fine. There's no reason. And I also definitely recommend that if you are not in a treated room, as in a soundproofed room or one that has a lot of dampening, I highly recommend that you stay away from the condenser microphones. They are great when you are trying to get high resolution vocals. If you are in an untreated room like I am right now, it is not worth the money. And it is not worth the effort. And you're actually going to make it sound worse because you're going to pick up all that extra sound noise when what you really want is what a dynamic microphone will give you, which is that right into your face. I want it pointed directly at my mouth to get the best sound possible. So that is what I would encourage you to do, is stick with a dynamic. If you don't have anything, get the whole hub that comes with the headphones. If you've got one or the other, the truth of the matter is I'm right back at it with the SM58. It's a $100 microphone. I mean, you can go way up on price on that, but you certainly don't need to. You can get what you need for that, and I guess, unfortunately, that does make me the SM58 fanboy. I'll tell you the other thing that this microphone might be good for. I am not an instrumentalist, but this may be a good instrumental microphone. It'd be interesting to try that out. The problem is most instrumentalists are not going to buy this microphone to do it. But if you already have it and it's laying around and already part of your inventory, or if you want to use it in a setting like at a church or something like that, again, this is a great option for that, to be able to point that. The other thing that you can't see from the video or hear from the video is the differences in weight. The DR1000, and I'm not saying this is a good or a bad thing, the DR1000 is a rather light microphone. The SM58 is quite a bit heavier than that one, which my takeaway is maybe a potential little more rugged, maybe a little more long-lasting. That would be the advantage there. And then the heaviest of all was actually this one right here. So as far as quality build, they aren't giving you a cheap piece of crap microphone that is going to fall apart. It is a heavy, solid piece of equipment. In fact, it even, part of the reason I don't like it is because of how heavy it is, and it kind of strains my boom stand just a little bit with that. So really that would be another negative on it, but the reality is it's a decent microphone for some basic stuff. If you don't have one, this is certainly a good way to go. But if you really want the premium, yeah, I gotta be on the club again. Go ahead and grab the 58. And of course, I always remind people that the PGA 48 Also, another good microphone, very reasonably priced. Definitely a lot better than those fake ones you see out there, because those are the worst ones out there. Do not get the fake microphones that you see that are sold. If the price is too good to be true, it probably is. Instead, feel free to support your local musician, your local music warehouse, and buy some of these regular Shure microphones that you know are legit, and you're going to sell them for a good. You're going to get a good quality piece of equipment. So with that said, I hope you liked the video, give a good idea of what we're working with in our sound equipment here, and look forward to hearing your feedback on this one as well. Is the SM58 that much better of a microphone? It certainly has the reputation, so it's up to you as the consumer to decide that, but now you have the facts in front of you. Thanks, have a good day.